Let's imagine that right now your brain is it's awaiting, not resting, not powering down, waiting, the way an engine idles at a red light, burning fuel, ready to move. Most people assume that doing nothing gives the brain a break. The science says something far stranger. And the stranger part is not one thing. It is three, each one sitting underneath the last, each one more unsettling than the one before it. In the early 2000s, a neuroscientist named Raichle noticed something no one had expected. When his research subjects stopped performing tasks and simply let their minds wander, a specific network of brain regions didn't quiet down. It lit up, more active in apparent rest than in focused work, more energy hungry when the person was staring at nothing than when they were solving problems. Raichle called it the default mode network. The name sounds technical. What it means is not. Your brain has a second job, and it only starts when the first job stops. The question is what that second job actually is. Malia Mason, a psychologist at Columbia University, spent years mapping the content of the wandering mind, the spontaneous, undirected thinking that surfaces when you stare out a window, sit in a waiting room, or lie awake before sleep arrives. What she found was not random noise. The drifting mind moves in patterns. It travels backward to unresolved moments and forward to ones that haven't happened yet. It rehearses conversations, it replays decisions. It runs quiet simulations of possible futures and edits the story of the past. The mind that looks idle is doing the most personal work it ever does. It is not wandering away from you. It is constructing you. But before the wandering can begin, something else arrives first. You know the feeling, the restlessness, the faint crawling discomfort of nothing to look at and nothing arriving. The almost physical pull toward a screen, a sound, anything to fill the space. Most people treat that sensation as a problem to be solved as quickly as possible. It is not a problem. It is a signal. Sandi Mann, a psychologist at the University of Central Lancashire, ran experiments that produced results most people find genuinely counterintuitive. Participants who were made to do something deeply boring, copying numbers from a phone book by hand, performed significantly better on subsequent creative tasks than those who had not been bored at all. The bored mind, starved of stimulation, begins generating its own. It reaches for remote associations that focused attention would never have permitted. It finds connections between things that were never in the same room. Boredom is not the environment failing to entertain you. It is your brain clearing the runway for something that focused, stimulated attention cannot produce. The problem is that almost no one lets it land. Every idle moment is now fillable in under a second. A notification arrives. A video autoplays. The gap lasts less than a breath before something moves in to close it. And each time something closes it, Rachel's network goes dark. Mason's time traveler never makes the trip, and Mann's runway fills up before anything can take off. What you lose is not obvious. You cannot feel the absence of the idea you didn't have, or the memory you didn't finish processing, or the version of yourself that didn't get assembled in the quiet that never came. The loss is invisible, but it accumulates quietly in the shape of a mind that feels perpetually full and somehow still empty. There is a version of your mind that only exists in stillness, not sleep. The sleeping brain is busy in entirely different ways. The stillness of waking emptiness. A mind with nothing in front of it and nowhere it has to be. That version of your mind is not wasting time. It is doing the work that no meeting, no task, no scroll, no podcast can do for it. It is sorting what matters from what doesn't. It is finding the connection between two things that were never formally introduced. It is writing the story that holds your life together. The question is whether you will ever give it enough silence to do what it was designed to do, or whether something will arrive as it always does, just before the waiting becomes anything at all.